crazy. All right, so yeah, this is pretty much what tweet looks like again. Plug in your topic in target vocab. You can adjust the level based on CIFR level, age level, or also like first grade, second grade, university. Different kinds of text, like argument or maybe a newspaper, a fantasy story, maybe even a scary story. They have a couple options, and then length range. I think it goes up to 750. So that's quite cool to check out. I asked to do something about Halloween for a university student, argument of article around maybe a paragraph in length. This is what it gave me. Yeah, so a couple little paragraphs about arguing about a topic about Halloween and stuff. And then what critiques think about it and striking balance. So it looks quite nice. And then after that, you can ask it to make you different kinds of questions, like ABC questions, true or false questions. I went with ABC questions, and this is what it gave me in like 10 seconds. And it gives you the right answers, so that's quite useful. We use that sometimes to help make little questions for quizzes that we have at my university, or even for our midterm, we've used it before. Back to School AI is also quite nice. It has more options and stuff. I've used it to help me make a PPT presentation, like when I had like less than an hour to make it before. Yeah, that was fun teacher training experience. But yeah, it can also help you make rubrics and lesson plans. And it has other little add-ons as well. Helps you with email. Yes, so Tracy, they are free. So Tweet, I think you can use a couple of times for free, and then you have to change up your email or pay for it. Magic School AI, I have not had to pay for it yet. I've used it to help me do stuff before. I haven't had an issue with it. I've used it to help me. I've used it before to help with the rubric and stuff. Here's one thing you can do to make you a little song. If you type in what kind of song you want, it'll make it for you like that. But yeah, check them out. I have not had to pay for that, and they haven't asked for a prescription. Yes, Miss Tong, they do work well in China. I'm in China. They work fine for me. Here's another one. So this is more for checking your writing. It's called Marking Mate. There's two links because it kind of started. It was kind of made. I know who the guy made it. I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, there's two links. They're pretty much the same thing. I'm going to put them in the group chat now. This is totally free. You don't even have to sign up with your email and stuff. Not really quite AI-ish. My supervisor for my doctorate gets upset if I call it AI. But yeah, pretty much with this, if my slide will go, is you have this box where you put your writing, where you put your text, and then you ask it to check it for you. And it will come up with stuff like, hey, this word's not very academic, or you have a grammar problem, you have a spacing problem, which happens a lot with us in China with spacing stuff. Don't pay attention to the scores on the side. Those are kind of hard to interpret. I just have my students, I share this with my students to help them with grammar and vocab stuff. Because then it makes my life easier where I just have to worry about their content.
Okay. Mitchell, if I could just cut in here, as we're almost at the hour mark, maybe now would be a good time to start taking questions from the audience and wrap up. Would that be okay?
Yep, that's fine because I'm pretty much done anyway. And I was just about to do like the final thing. So let me stop sharing there and turn my camera on my phone so I can see folks. Cool. Yeah, my phone seems to be working better than. Oh, that's because my phone's only using 4G and not Wi-Fi. And I'm trying to get it where I can see comments as well in chat.
I can
But
always help you by reading those out as well, if you would like. So, if anyone has some questions, if you would either raise your hand and ask directly or put them into the chat, we have time for a couple. I'll scroll back up and see if there are any we missed as well.
And sorry, while we're on waiting for questions, just to say I've popped in the chat a feedback form and some links to our website, etc., and Mail, just so that you know where to find us. Okay, thanks.
you can say the Wi-Fi is all choppy, but yeah, we know that. That was horrible. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, guys. So I put my email back in there. Thank you, Miss Caroline. Yeah, so I put in the links for those things that are quite useful. I use those quite a lot, and I think definitely check out Twee. Definitely check out Magic School AI. Main resources. Main reason to use Twee, Magic School AI. So Twee, I've used it before to help transcribe. Like they used to let you plug in a YouTube link, but now they want you to pay for that. I think Magic School AI will still do that. Check out Magic School. But I've used Magic School to come up with ideas for PPT slides. So there's a thing where you can ask it to make PPT slides for you. And if I have a tough time, like if I'm in a rush, like one time I was doing this teacher training thing in Thailand, and they're like, "Hey Mitchell, can you do this presentation in like an hour?" And I'm like, "What? Okay," because they paid for me to be there and stuff. So I was like, I don't know what else to do. So I went to Magic School AI really quick and asked it to make me a couple slides about this thing. So I've used it like that. Some folks have used it to help them make lesson plans. I know one of my friends, he's used it to help make a lesson plan, just to the structure for it and stuff. And then yeah, definitely go back through them and check them. Don't just use them blindly. Make sure it lines up with what you're wanting exactly. I put my email in the group. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, do email me. I'm cool with sharing my stuff with you guys. Yeah, totally reach out for anything. Thank y'all.
Do we have any more questions?
Ask me some questions, you guys.
I
I'll be
just
here
have
until y'all.
I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
have one question, because I I can see using AI in a kind of critical way, and annotating and things like this, as people have suggested, would work fine if you had a small class. But we've got like 360 students and not many teachers, and they're level 0, so they're quite low, they're just starting out at university. So I don't quite know. I'm kind of a bit wary of introducing this to them, because they haven't had any other experience. Kind of think I can imagine if they were like master's students or people who had actually learnt to be a university student. But at the very beginning, I'm not sure how it would work.
Cool, no problem. So I think our students might be a lot alike. So my students are also first-year students. They're 18, 19-year-old Chinese kids. Some of them have pretty good English level. Some of them still struggle, which is fine. The thing is, a lot of our students are using AI, whether we talk about it, whether we not. So they're going to use it anyway. And if you think they're not using it, you might not be paying enough attention. You think, oh no, my kids don't do that. They probably do. Their friends probably do.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. So with that, then we're like, it's good to talk about them. Like, hey, we know you're using this. Like, here are some things that we want you to use it for. That's okay. And it's good to have them like think about themselves. Like, do a little workshop with them, like an AI kind of workshop. Like, what is good and poor use of AI? So like, and then eventually try to get them to see, good uses, maybe brainstorming. Good uses, maybe checking my grammar, checking my vocab, polishing my writing, helping me to get ideas. Poor use would be like asking it to make a whole essay for me. Or if I just ask it a question, I copy paste without checking. You want to try to lead them into that. And that the whole thing about making them critical, with like the thing where we saw with the bears in the 14th colony. The whole thing is about, AI is not always correct. There's fake news. There's, satirical newspapers that, AI sometimes has trouble distinguishing between and stuff. They want to raise that awareness for the students. And then if we don't have that kind of sit down conversation between what you can do, what you can't do, or what is good, what's not good, then they can run into trouble later on with academic integrity kind of stuff, right? Because because some students will be like, I know it's wrong to copy another student, but they know it's wrong to copy from the internet. And somebody, it's a hard conversation to have, and so we gotta have that nice little sit down about it, like what's good, what's not good, and also you want to have a clear policy at your institution between. I'm with St. Andrews. St. Andrews has a very lengthy AI document. I think it's like I read through it, it's like 5 to 10 pages long,